Secure the base as you make your way through.
Released in 2020, Marvel's Avengers was developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Square Enix, and unfortunately released as a Games as a Service game, which unfortunately was a bit janky at release, which is a little bit of an understatement, and just received some pretty piss poor support after its launch. It is now cancelling the ability to be able to buy it digitally as of the end of this month, September 2023, as of recording this. So hopefully this is a calling to a lot of people. I personally do not buy games as a service games too much anymore, and when I do, I don't ever really buy the battle passes or anything, because things like this happen, because now you can get it on Steam for £3, $2.99 in the UK, and it comes with everything that somebody may have bought extra with real money in terms of skins and whatnot. So bear that one in mind. That's going to miff a lot of people off. However, is the game worth $2.99 on PC? Yes, I think it is. I'm a Marvel fan. I've been a Marvel fan all my life, and although I'm not particularly a fan of the newer MCU movies post-Endgame, I do quite like this game. I do enjoy the gameplay loop. The combat gets pretty cool as you level up each individual character, one of 11. Obviously, this gameplay I'm playing as Winter Soldier, because I never played as him before in a game. So I was like, oh cool, I'll be Winter Soldier and level him up. And there's plenty to level up in terms of leveling up just base skills to unlock extra combos or do extra damage. You can then level up your special moves. You can do all these like mastery level ups. So there's plenty to accomplish. And once the game is no longer available at the end of September, the servers will still be up. There are still a few thousand people playing this on PC. It is not cross-play, unfortunately. So you can't play with friends on Xbox or PlayStation. You'll still be able to buy the game physically on eBay on Xbox and PlayStation, so if you do miss the digital sale, you'll still be able to buy it, just not digitally. And there's going to be no longer any brand new updates. They have said, though, that the in-game events will be on a 2-week cycle, so they are still going to continue. So there is stuff there to work towards. The game is not terrible. It could have been a hell of a lot better, but there are 4 single-player modes that you can do, which even the base game story I quite liked. I liked the way Kamala Khan was handled in this game, and I played a little bit of the Hawkeye one, and I don't think I've played any of the other 2. Including the Wakanda one, but in total, with the main missions, with the single player stuff, it's about 200 odd missions, or just under 200 missions. That's a lot of content. There is loads of content in the game. Now, you don't have to play through the single player to be able to play the multiplayer. You can go straight into the Avengers Initiative, where you get to select missions, partake in these missions, fight bad guys, level up, collect materials for crafting and upgrading your character. You can also find like basically loot chests and stuff which will come with better gear. There's that little bit of an addictive looter shooter-esque stuff in the game. I don't mind that. I quite enjoy it, and hopefully a few more people can hop on so we can get it a bit more going. Unfortunately, though, if you are on with some randoms, I think it's peer-to-peer internet style, so it can lag a tiny bit if somebody doesn't have good internet, and if they do leave or get disconnected, it migrates to a new host and spits you back to a previous checkpoint. There are also a couple of tiny bugs sometimes with animations. They're not all the time, but they are there, and like I said, the game is not perfect. I quite like it, but I can find the good and bad in everything, and I accept that, and I accept this game has problems, but I'm a Marvel fan. We don't have another Marvel game on PC currently where we can play as all these people online with other friends and etc. Unless they bring back the Ultimate Alliance games, which would be amazing, but I doubt that they will do that. This is what we've got, and for £3 you can't knock it, to be honest. I quite like hopping on it a few times a day. I wouldn't say it's the kind of game you'd spend all day every day on, but I mean, you get to fly around as Thor, you get to jump around and smash the crap out of stuff as Hulk, you have the 2 versions of Hawkeye, you have the 2 versions of Thor, Black Widow, Miss Marvel, Iron Man, and Black Panther, which is pretty cool, and each of them have their own cool special attacks and specialities and whatnot. And there are some levels that are quite open, like cities or forests, and you can go to all these different places all around the world, which, again, you know, is pretty cool. So if you don't mind some jank here and there, please, I advise you, grab this for £3. It's worth that alone just to play through the single player stuff, and even if you just want to do that to say that you've done it and then move on with your life, you'll definitely get £3 worth of enjoyment out of it. But please let me know in the comments if this is a game that you have ever played. I started playing it in 2020 on the PS4. I liked the main story, but of course it was a bit janky in terms of online, and afterwards there was some crashing and some bugs and all sorts. It seems to be better now on PC, but it's very CPU intensive. But I managed to fiddle about with some settings to turn stuff down so it still looks graphically good, but doesn't try and choke my CPU out. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you for watching.
It will always be nothing. Sounds like they're getting desperate.
All clear.
All hostiles accounted for. Stay secure. Nice work, everyone. Secure the perimeter. Look out for any stragglers. Thank you, Avengers. With this, we stand a fighting chance, finally. We're back, Fury.